John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Hello, everyone. This is John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience, over here at the Alkubelan village, where each one reach one, each one teach one. One brick, one building, one block at a time. And as we often say, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And we show that we care about the things that we do. And remember, caring is sharing. Today, hopefully, I can say something to encourage. I'm always trying to encourage people, lift one or the other up, and let them know that we have to keep hope alive and don't ever, ever, ever give up. And as I was sitting and prepping and getting ready for the dinners tomorrow that I'll be cooking, my mind went back and I began to think about things and remember how good things used to be. Unfortunately, we can't bring those times back, but we can always hope and pray that things get better. And it always starts with us. We have to make it better ourselves. A lot of times we find ourselves waiting on someone to do something, but patience is a virtue. We can wait on others, or you can do something yourself. Me, in particular, I always try to make something happen myself. I often tell people that if you sit down and you wait, you just find yourself sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And every now and then something would happen, but it don't happen the way you want it to happen, or what happened is not what you want to happen. So we have to put the wheels in motion ourselves and point and aim in the direction we want to head in. I was talking to one of my sisters earlier today, and she was just sharing some information about how things are and how things seem to be getting harder and harder. But if you look around and once you take the time out and just think, it's not just getting harder for you, but it's pretty much getting harder for everyone unless you was born with a silver spoon. And I often try to tell her, and she mentions to me, she said, John, I don't see how you do it. Well, for one thing, I have learned that no matter what you do, it's not going to change your situation unless you're doing something positive in the direction, or instead of waiting and sitting there, you have to make something happen yourself. And like I say, we were just talking and I was telling her, I said, and it appears to her, she shared a little information, and I really, you never know how people look at you or what they think about you. But sometimes people, have to see and understand themselves and realize, and sometimes just sit down and talk to other people because things are not always the way it seems. And even me, I have ups and I have downs. There's a song say I've had some good days and I've had some bad days. But when I think about all of my good days, they outweigh my bad days. So on that note, I won't complain. And I tell her, I said, you can complain, you could talk about it, or you can be about it. You could be one of those people that talks about how bad things are and how it used to be and what you can't do. Or you can get up and attempt to do something to make things change for yourself. And in the conversation that she and I had, she was said, well, John, you don't have it to worry about because you got it. I said, well, You know, things is not always the way it seems. It might seem that some of the people that you are looking at got it going on or have it going on, but you don't know everybody's going through something. And even me, sometimes I struggle sometimes from week to week trying to pay bills or trying to put some gas in the car. Every now and then I have to ask somebody to let me hold a couple of dollars. I'm just keeping it real. I just believe in keeping it real. And I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm just here to tell you that we all are going through something, and you have to make something happen for yourself. Don't sit back and wait for your mama to do something for you or your daddy to do something for you or that best friend that has always looked out for you, and you go to him at a time when he's going through some things himself and he can't help you, and then you're ready to fall out and faint like, oh, what this world is going to. Well, it's the same world you've been living in all the time. It's just that things are affecting you and the people around you more so than it has ever affected us. And I would tell my sister, I said, you can complain and you can talk about it and whine, and no matter what you do, and I use for an example every now and then that you can kick up the dust, you can do a cockwheel and do a somersault and stick the landing. And once you do all of that and dust yourself off and look around, things are still the same. You have to do something yourself. If it means, get up off your pity party. There's another song, and if you notice, I'm always talking about songs. I like encouraging songs. And there's a song that says, sometimes you have to encourage yourself. You have to speak life, speak hope, speak things into existence. We always talk about I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. I don't have this and I don't have that, and just sitting around doing nothing. Where as long as you sitting around doing nothing, talking about what you don't have, you ain't gonna never have nothing. You got to get up and try to make it happen. Cut all that whining and talking about what you don't have, because as long as you sit in that seat and whine, that's all you're gonna have is that seat that you're sitting in, and all you're gonna ever be doing is just whining. So sometimes, we look at and frown sometimes on these people that's picking up bottles and cans and stuff. I mean, they done saw a way that they could make something happen. At least they got up off their pity party. And I mean, it's not something that everyone desire to do, but at least they are doing something. They are putting forth an effort to get from one point, or I mean, you never know what their habit are. We look at them and we think, well, they must be this or they must be that. We have to be careful how we judge. We shouldn't judge one another. Even the people that sits on the corner with the homeless signs and the edge of the freeway coming up and all, you don't know what they're really going through. Some of them are maybe maybe trying to do something they ain't got no business doing, but you don't know. So we have to be careful. So hopefully the Lord will lead and guide you and give you that insight. And if you feel that you want to help, then help. And if you don't, just don't help and keep it moving. You don't have to talk about them, and because you really don't know their situation. But one thing for sure, they are making an effort to get something one way or the other. If they need it for a habit, or if they need it for something to eat, or they need it for clothes, or to feed their family, we don't know. So we can't judge. Like I say, and like I would tell my sister, we all go through things, even me, every now and then. There was a time when in my life, and I was working and just couldn't seem to make ends meet no matter what I did and how much I made. Looked like it was just going to waste. I couldn't seem to make enough to do enough of anything that I needed to do. But It's not what you do, and it's not how much money you have. It's what you do with what you have. You can look in your pantry. A lot of people tell me, I don't have nothing to eat. But sometimes we may have a box of cereal. Sometimes we may just have a can of beans or some Roma noodles, ravioli, or whatever, a bag of rice. You have something to eat. You may not have what you want, but you have something and use what you got. A lot of times, we have problems, use what you got until you get to the point where you can get what you want and what you need. You know, we want certain things, but a lot of times what we want is not really what we need or what we can pacify or we can get by on certain things. You don't always, you might have a taste for a McDonald's or Domino Pizza, Little Caesar. What is it? The hot and ready or whatever. If you don't have money for a hot and ready, then maybe you just need to go in that pantry and open up and look in there and see what you got. If it's a can of Roma noodles, a bag of rice, you got some margarine in that refrigerator. Take it out, cook that, eat it. At least you full. You got something to eat. Maybe you can get that hot and ready tomorrow or the next day, or that Burger King or whatever that is. You might have a taste for, or more or less what I would say, get it when you can afford it. We have a tendency, we want things that we can't afford. We put each other sometimes in an uncompromising position. Sometimes husbands put wives in an uncompromising position. Wives put husbands in an uncompromising position. They want certain things that they can't afford right now. I thank God for my wife because we talk about things and we do things together. And sometimes I even ask her, do she want certain things? And she have asked me, can we afford it? Can we do that right now? And every now and then we go out to dinner, but we don't just go out to dinner all the time. We go out when we can afford to go out to dinner. A lot of people just go out to dinner because that's what they want to do. Sometimes they don't have enough money, a little money for gas, a little money, may and have to make what I say sometimes a pimp decision, and they would choose in a lot of cases to go to McDonald's or go to Red Lobster, and sometimes and spend 60, 70, $80 and won't pay a 30, 40, $50 gas bill that they have at home, and knowing they need their gas on because when you don't have money for nothing else, that one meal you don't spend enough money on, you could pay the gas bill or the light bill or a phone bill or whatever and talk for a month. You have lights for that month or the gas for that month and keep it moving. And you got time to work on things to get it, the time to get other things together. So we have to take our times and make the right decisions, based upon decisions that we make brings about consequences. We often make the wrong decision and then we wonder why this happened and why that happened because you made the wrong decision. That's why it happened. If you'd have made the right decision, you would have got a better outcome. Something better would have happened to you and for you. And you would have been able to do more than what you're doing. If you take $50 or $60 that you go to Red Lobster, in some cases, some of us have that. I've heard them use the expression, they have a beer budget, but they have champagne taste. So do you take your last little money and go get a bottle of champagne and know that you got bills and different things to do, pay, you enjoy that just for what? As long as it takes you to drink it, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you take a sip on it, 30 minutes or so, laugh and grin. And after that, those 30, 40, 50 minutes, and then now you got the rest of the day, the rest of the week, the rest of the month, and you done went and spent. $50, $60 on a Happy Meal. And then, like I say, when we had that champagne taste, caviar taste, where we may want a lobster or crab legs, we might end up spending $100 or $200 for two or three people or two people because of your appetite for that one meal. And you could have used that and bought groceries for maybe a week or two and fed maybe three, four, five people. We have to learn how to make the right decisions, do the right thing. Now, I would tell my son sometimes we find ourselves doing what's good to us, but not what's good for us. We do these things because it's good to us and it makes us feel good, but it also puts us in harm's way. We shouldn't always, why should you do what you want to do and then mess up, but then you expect somebody else to bail you out when all you had to do is make the right decision? So come on, let's stop. And then sometimes you get upset with somebody because they won't help you. So how does somebody help you when you won't help your own self? That's the way I look at it. I tell people, why do you expect me to do this for you when you won't do it for your own self? You put yourself in this predicament. That's not my fault that you're in that predicament. So let's wake up. Let's learn how to make the right decisions. Let's learn how to do the right things. Let's learn how to do what's good for us, not what's good to us. Because good to us will always make you feel good, but in the long run, it hurts you. So hopefully I said something that would encourage you, that would give you something to think about, to help you to begin to look at life and things and the people in your support around you and learn how to be supportive and appreciate them. Thank you for listening to John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience. Remember, one brick, one building, one block at a time. In some cases, as my father would say, one person at a time. So if I could just reach one. Thank you, and God bless you, and have a great day.
Alkubelan Village presents youth field trip events Fridays 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. ages 5 to 17. $10 per person. Minimum 10, max 15. Saturdays and Sundays 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. $200. Minimum 10, max 15. Includes a Alkubelan special, hot dogs, chips, and punch. Alkubelan Village's activities and amenities: air hockey, pool table games, video games, foosball, karaoke, movies, TV, cafe. Located at 7701 Harbor Avenue in Detroit, Michigan, 48213. For more information or to schedule, call 313-921-1616, 313-921-1616. Credit cards, checks, cash apps, and Zelle accepted. It's our pleasure to serve you. Culinary pleasure. Have your next social event here at Alkubelan Village. Recreation, Entrepreneur Cafe. Culinary pleasure. Recreation, education, culture. For more information, call 313-921-1616. 313-921-1616.
Hello, everyone. This is John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience. I want you to tune in to licmc.net radio every Saturday at 3 o'clock p.m. Also, watch Comcast Xfinity every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Also, with my friends at the Alkubelan Village. My newest news is I have a channel on stream.com/London TV Net. 24/7 live streamed TV networks. The name of my station is John B. TV. And remember, this is John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience, where people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And thank you guys for listening.
John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience. John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Check out the new TV network brought to you by LICMC and LDWC Enterprises. It's strim.com/London. That's strim.com/London. There you'll find the TV network. We have multiple channels on there you can check out for whatever you're interested in. That's strim.com/London. You can connect with us. You can get your channel. And we have one flat rate, always great deals. So connect with us here at email licmc.netradio@gmail.com or call London at 248-701-0885. That's 248-701-0885. Thank you for watching.
Yep, this your boy, Sean the Rockstar, and I stay locked in or licmc.net.
Do you need to get the word out? Well, you found the way right here at LDWC Enterprise, your media mogul place for community, business ministry, entertainment, and more. Share your message, inspiration, talents, gifts, visions globally and locally.
You could choose what you want. Just give us a call at 248-701-0885.
That's 248-701-0885. We are the team moving forward together.
Sister Girl Chat Moment. For all of the sisters out there, no matter what race, creed, color, size, age, listen up, girls. Never, but I am good. I never had a partner that gave to me when I gave all that I had, but I am good. I never had a partner that gave me their heart even now I gave them my whole heart, but I am good. I never had a partner that cared for me, but I cared for them, but I am good. I never had a partner that would have my back at all times even though I had their back at all times, but I am good. I had marriages that was one-sided, all for them but none for me, but I am good. I had a marriage and each one was very envious and jealous of me even though I was the better half. Say they was so jealous of me they wished me dead. So what kind of relationship was, who does that? And I had to get away from each one so that I could live my dream, be all that I could be. Seemed to me they wanted all of me all of the time and they never gave me any of them all of the time. So the reason why I am good is because I was able to get away. So girls, don't let anyone drain you. Take you for all that you have and all that you are and all that you're going to be. Love yourself first and find a safe, sure way to get away. Live your life, live your dream, and guess what, you will be good too. Yep, I am good. This is to all of my sisters out there, love.
Sister Girl Chat TV Club channel on stream.com/London 24/7 Livestream TV Network. Sister Jar S Chat is a reality show. Girls talking about everything about life from relationships to food, whatever, fun, informing, chatty and entertaining. Join Sister Girl Chat TV Club from anywhere virtually. For more information and to join, call 248-701-0885 and you can message London, Washington on Messenger. Watch stream.com/London/Sister Girl Chat TV. Also will be seen on social medias and link.na radio live simultaneously. See you. Watch stream.com/London/Sister Girl Chat TV. See you.
You're listening to Friends, a ADI Actors and V Mogul Actors Club presentation.
That is part of how we got to where we are today.
V and V Moguls, Empires, D and V Cruise Liner. Wealthy, prominent, lifestyle, full of drama. It's the Friends Drama Soap. See it on social media and Comcast Live, simultaneously on licmc.net radio, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, extraordinaire, sitcom, dramatic, funny, with uppity attitudes. See it on social as live, simultaneously on licmc.net radio,